Hello? 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 It's Friday morning wisdom. Oh my God. Have we already arrived at Friday? Together as a family? Hello, friendly viewers. Good morning, Steph. My morning has just begun. I'm still getting into my proper energy, you know. It's really important to emanate from the correct spiritual place. When you're manipulating the cards, you know. Oh, now I can talk. Wait a minute, Steph. You woke up with major anxiety and you're still in bed. Okay. Is there any way, shape, or form that we can throw a card at that? A guidance card? Hi. Hi. Everybody. Hi. Nom pumelelo. Cha. Welcome. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. I haven't even thrown a card yet. I'm still shuffling. Okay, Steph, I do feel like, well, I'm here to throw morning wisdom, Queen, King, whomever you are. Hello, Mia. Oh, it's Friday, Mia. Well. All right, Steph, we're gonna get, hi, Katie. We're gonna get started right now. We have our first request for morning wisdom. It's from Steph. She wants just a card. She's got some anxiety. A little anxiety. Oh! Hello, Anna. Finally. Okay, Steph. Here it comes. Get ready. I'm using my non-dominant hand, obviously. And right now, we're just thinking about anxiety here on a Friday. And we're saying, how do I deal with this anxiety? Well, I mean, this is very... 8 wands, okay. Well, where are you being steered in this moment of anxiety, dear Steph? You're being steered towards creativity and passion, and even spirit. And you're being steered towards the idea of strength, the taming of the lion inside. How can you find ways to even out your wands on this Friday, dear Steph? How can you find ways to comb through your fiery energy and find harmony? This is the question asked by this card on a Friday. Who here has questions for the cards? Maybe I gotta do it all down here from now on, right? Like whisper it. Should we whisper for a while? Come here, guys. Who here has questions for these cards? We're whispering on a Friday. Shh, quiet. I'm sorry you're going through that, Steph. That's tough. That is tough. Drea. Good morning, Drea. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm whispering right now. For fun! Shh. Will I get this new role? Asks Drea. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Drea, are you here? Could you tap the little screen? Could you tap the screen in your hand? Sweet Drea. Drea, are you here? Did you just run in, yell a question, and then run back away? There we go. I'm starting to see little hearts, and that tells me that Drea is paying attention. Good. Hi. 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 Okay. Am I going to get this new roll? Asks Drea. And I ask these cards, what can you tell Drea about her chances of getting this new roll? Or her, not chances, but her, how do I tune myself, like a musical instrument, to best prepare the soil for a new role? You know what I mean? What can I do? How can I step into my power? How can I step into my power? Good morning, Super Aaron. Are you ready, Drea? Here we go. Should I look? Ooh. Here is your recommendation from these cards. And it's a recommendation to reach for stability in the realm of the mental. 4 swords. Calm thy mind. Calm thy mind. Seek foundational security in the realm of the mental. And build upward from there in terms of your power. Okay? You're gonna, like, whether you're gonna get the roll or not is in the hands of fate. This is in your hands, and this will build for you the necessary foundation of strength. Boop. Age just a number. You have a nice weekend. Hi, Hallie McCord. Or Haley, sorry. Will I ever go back to the same church my dad did? He's in heaven. I'm sorry to hear that you've lost your father. But of course, if you choose to believe that he's in heaven now, that's a beautiful thing, Haley. Will I ever go back to the same church my dad did? Well, hold on a second, Haley. That's a question about... Hi, Ashley A. How are you? Haley, that's a question that runs directly towards your own power. What can I know? I'm asking these cards on your behalf, sweet Haley. What can I know? What can I know about me as it regards this church that my dad went to? What do I need to know about that? That's an incredibly important part of one's life to navigate. Look, Haley, what the cards are showing you here is yourself surrounded by that which you have earned. I mean, this is a place of power. I don't really know whether or not it's directly running at your question, but it's showing you here empowered and almost celebrating your own bounty. Is this the cards' way of suggesting that maybe what you're seeking is something that you already have? I don't know. What do you think? Hi, Amanda. How are you? Okay, Katie. We have our first, like, hot and Valentine's-y question of the morning, of Friday morning. Hi, I'm open phones. Hi. I'm open phones. I throw tarot morning wisdom. Are you ready to have your tarot morning wisdom, Katie? Because Katie's worried. Katie's worried about whether Austin has feelings for her. Them. Let's find out what these cards have to say about Katie and Austin. Oh, Katie. Oh, Katie. Are you with me, Katie? Katie, when I reached into this deck thinking about you and Austin, I was met with and by a real good friend of mine named the Devil. And what this card is here to discuss with you is well, let's just say, decisions. Decisions around what you choose to bind yourself to. Do you know what I mean? What am I choosing to bind myself to here? Am I binding myself to something that will ultimately serve me in the end, or is it eventually going to, no matter how fun it is in the moment, erode me away? Reduce my strength. Is that what's going to happen? That's what this devil card is often here to suggest. Look, it's often very fun to hang out with this guy. Very fun. Especially on a Friday. Especially on a Friday, especially on a Saturday. But you can't hang out with this guy all the time. Unless you want to put that dumb rope around your neck. See? That rope is optional. It's very loose. All you need to do is remove it. But you know that. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. What do we got here? Who's here? Lots and lots of people are here. Hold your horses. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Casey. Hi, Beauty. 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 Will I be able to get an apartment next month? Beauty. Get over here, Beauty. Oh, Beauty. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Robert. Get over here, Beauty. Beauty has an apartment worry, let's just say. Am I going to be able to get an apartment? Worries? Beauty? Look, we just need to reach into this fourth dimensional energy and find out what it has to say about that. What can you do to improve your chances for getting an apartment? Let's find out. This feels incredibly positive. Incredibly positive. It's the Magician card, Beauty. You know what this card's telling me, Beauty? It's telling me that you have so much power at your fingertips, that you are standing over the elemental table. All four elements there on the table, ready to be used. Ready to be learned. Ready to be learned. Does this say diddly squat about your chances of an apartment? No, but it puts all the power in your hands and says, channel it. Manifest. Boop. Right, Victoria? Oh, lucky. Okay, Bridget. I see a little number 3 next to your name, which makes you stand out. And so I am going to stop everything. Bridget, tap your screen so I know it's you. Is it time to let go? Bridget asks on Valentine's Day Eve. If it's time to let go. Is it time to let go? Everybody gather around. Bridget's asking something important. Is it time to let go? Who hasn't been there? Who hasn't asked themselves that one? Bridget asks, is it time to let go? I'm using my non-dominant hand. Cutting the cards into 3 piles. Bridget, get over here. Let's just see. Let's just see. This card, to me, Bridget, suggests that even if it's not time to fully let go, it's time to go inward, to gather one's own force. Do you see who you are in this card here? You are the High Priestess. And you're at the very beginning of your journey towards paradise at number 2 out of 21. And what that suggests is that foundationally, you're gathering strength, gathering force, gathering power, and basically gathering your femininity even around a new kernel of power that will burst like a seed toward life in an Empress stage at number 3 to come. But right now, Bridget, it's time to bring it in. It's time to bring all that energy in. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Embrace it. Build a wall around it even. Protect it. And in that, maybe it's not so much about letting go, but it's about embracing yourself. You ever think of that? Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Ask away, Steph, ask away. You welcome the transition. I'm glad to hear that, Lucky. Now, Robert, I saw your name. Robert, get over here. Robert, hi. Robert, are you here? Tap the screen, please. Just so I can know that you're here, sweet Robert, that you didn't run away as I'm about to reach deeply into this fourth dimension. Oh my God, did somebody just share? Did somebody just share the broadcast? I'm so excited when that happens. That makes me feel loved. Loved. Robert, okay, I'm trusting that Robert is here. Hi, Robert. Is Kaimba, I hope I'm getting that right. Is Kaimba in a happy romantic relationship currently? All right, let's measure that energy, baby. Come here, Robert. We're going to measure this energy. There's an interest here between Robert and Kaimba, but Robert's asking, what can you tell me, cards, about Kaimba? Is she in a happy relationship? What's going on? Do I have a shot on this Valentine's Day Eve? Who here has got enviable Valentine's Day plans? Who here has enviable Valentine's Day plans? Huh? Ready, Robert? Here we go. We're going to find out what these cards have to say. You know, I'm curious where this leads, Robert, because this is a king of pentacles. A king of all materiality, a real king, you know what I mean? A king in the real world. Now, I wonder what happens if we decide to just experiment here, Robert, and bring you into something I like to call the Andromeda's breadbasket, which of course is the 4-card proprietary open phone relationship spread. In which case, Robert, this would be you. And Kaimba would be represented here, inside of a different energy, that of like, they are potentially in the process of building something that requires work, that requires endurance, that requires persistence. You know, you see here people on their way somewhere. You, Robert, are running stuff. Okay, what's the energy between the two of you? Oh, that's very positive, is it not? The energy between the two of you is the energy of the actual sun. The actual divinity card itself shining down in its glory upon you here in this beautiful relationship, potentially. And then finally, as a result, potentially, and again, this is all in potential because we're in the twos, 2 passionate wands of fire emerge. And a horizon appears. A navigable horizon, Robert. I like your shot. I like your shot here with Kaimba. I think maybe there might be potential there. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, such clogged throat. We can't have that. Okay, who's here? Oh, I see Mia's here. Oh, that's right, Mia, who has an open next to their name because they joined the fan club, and I love that. Oh, hi, Jade. Jade, get over here, Jade. Jade, you know, I recognize your name from one of the very first broadcasts here. Jade, are you here? Could you tap the... Let me just know you're here. Hi, Jade. Are you here, Jade? Did Jade run away? Okay. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, there you are. Thank you, Jade. Jade, I remember you coming by very early into this experience. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm going to reach into your question right now. Should I still talk to this business partner? Asks Jade. So we're in the realm of relationships. Let's just see what the cards have to say about that, Jade. Oh, this business partner. Oh, it's Friday, people. It's Friday. What day is it? What day is it? It's Friday, February 13th. Friday the 13th. Oh, oof. I love it. I love it when it's Friday the 13th. I really do. I really do. You know what they're playing at midnight here in the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood, California? They're playing the movie Friday the 13th at midnight tonight at the Vista Theater. Isn't that something? Maybe I'll go. Okay, Jade. Should I still talk to this business partner or what? Good Lord, this gets back. She won't go away. The priestess. Again, you see this concept of bringing it in energetically, saying, no, 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 you've got to protect your energy, Jade. You got to protect your energy. Study the book in your lap, which in this card is a symbol of wisdom, wisdom self. Okay? Protect the veil of your personal universe, Jade. Protect the veil. Okay? Can you do that for me? Please? Oh, Lord help me. Protect the veil, Jade. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful when you give me a rose. Oh, Casey. Casey Stone Mattingly asks, does Cassandra have feelings for Quandale or JP and not me? I don't know. Hi. Hi, One Nice. Hi, One Nice. Hi, Luca. Hi, Leslie. Oh, God, guys. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom on a Friday, the 13th. We're thinking about Valentine's Day. Not really, though. Not really. Valentine's Day, Schmalentine's Day. That's what I say. And I'm thinking about Casey. Casey, are you here? Tap that screen. Does Cassandra have feelings for Quandale or JP and not me? Casey, here it comes. Casey, are you here? Hold on, maybe you're answering in the chat. There you are, Casey Stone Mattingly. Hold on. Cassandra have feelings for Quandale or JP and not me? Ugh. Oh, Casey's worried about Cassandra and her feelings. Who wouldn't be? Well, let's see what we've got here. Cassandra. Wow. I think Cassandra here in this card, Casey, is feeling very, very admired indeed. Don't you feel like this card is sort of suggesting to you that Cassandra is surrounded by interest? And feeling, very good about that. Very good about that. You know how that might be interpreted there, Casey, as an awareness that Sweet Cassandra hasn't made a decision. Sweet Cassandra is being suspended between so many different energies, and all of them are very fun, I would imagine. If they weren't fun, why would she be doing that? Right, Corvy? Corvy, get over here. Yes, I can read you, Corvy. Corvy, are you here? Corvy, hi. Corvy. I'm reading you. Oh, Corvy. Is it that you would like a simple question? Hi, Sabrina. Corvy, are you here? Oh, let's see here. Yes, I can do yours. I can do everybody's if you wait around long enough. Please don't pay $300 to anybody. Oh, wait, hold on a second. One nice person. Oh, Corvy. Are you ready for your card? Corvy, here is your card of the morning. And that's the way this can work. You don't need to ask a big, complicated question, right, Sabrina? You just say, give me a card for the morning. Corvy's card is the Angel of Temperance. Oh, my gosh. What do we have here? We have here the avatar of perfect balance within health. We have the avatar of the alchemical garbage and gold. Dig deep into that sweet angel's energy and apply it to yourself today if you dare. Hi, Patty. Penny. Sorry, Penny. What do you mean, no? Okay, one nice person. Hi. Oh, Sabrina, thank you. Oh, Sabrina. Where are all your chats, Sabrina? How can I help you? But one nice person. Is that you asking me? Open phones. Thank you, Jonna. Are you asking me, one nice person, if you should pay Rissa? Is that your question? In heaven, everything is fine, real cleaner. Okay. One nice person is here to ask, should I pay this person or not? What should I do around this? It's money questions. Hi, my name is Open Phones. It's Friday. We're doing Tarot Morning Wisdom, obviously. And right now, I'm asking on the behalf of one nice person whether they should pay $300 to Rissa or not. I'm going to hand this directly to you as a symbol, one nice person. Does this hit for you in a certain way, this card of change? What do we have here? What do we have here? We have the death card, yes, famously. Oh no, oh my gosh. But obviously what it's an actual avatar of is a gargantuan change. Gargantuan change. Where one thing ends and a new thing begins. Fear not the horseman on a white horse with the black arm, blah, blah, blah. It's truly a transcendental card. It's thermonuclear. Hell no, don't pay or pay. What? Oh, Penny Graham. Is this a bot? It must be. Leslie, hi. Will I and Antonio, are we going to work things out? Leslie, let's find out what the cards have to say about you and Antonio here on a Friday. It is Friday Morning Wisdom. I am reaching into the chat. I am grabbing onto the questions that present themselves to me in the order in which my eyes fall upon them. I'm doing my best. There's no organizational factors here except for me squinting at a screen. Right, Leslie? Will me and Antonio work things out? Me and Antonio gonna work things out? That's what Leslie wants to know. Are me and Antonio gonna work things out? It's simple. Huh? What can you, or better yet, Leslie, how might Antonio and I work things out? Look, Leslie, right here you see a beautiful 8 of Swords. Now, 8 swords in this deck, you can tell by what Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork is doing, is describing someone who has stranded themselves on a watery beach. They've opted in on that without really necessarily consciously realizing that they have. But they don't have to be on that watery beach. No, no, no. They are always able to walk away from those annoying swords whenever they want. So what this card ends up being about is ultimately scanning yourself for ways that you might be putting yourself on that beach. If this card is pointing up to you, Leslie, the fact that you have been suffering over Antonio, perhaps there's a suggestion here that the suffering can end if you choose to end it. Boop. Do not let the suffering erode you in the realm of love. Do not. Yes, because you said pretty please. Open phones, can you do mine pretty please? Hi, you just have a little emoji for your name, so I don't know what to call you, but I'm going to say yes to you, because I like the fact that you said pretty please. I find that charming. All right, let's find out. Let's find out. Circle, white circle with red, printing I can't read. I am doing yours now. Pretty please, pretty thank you. And what do these cards have to say to you, white circle with red print? They have to say to you, it's time to get to work here on a Friday. Look what you got here, 7 wands. This card is here to evoke the idea of laboring toward your goal in the realms of fire, in the realms of creativity. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you for joining my fan club. Oh, am I right? White avatar with red print on it. Struggle, 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 but it's worth it. Boop. Empress is here, my very favorite card, and the person here on TikTok with their name. I love it. Paid in full. Thank you, paid in full. Oh, hi, Cody. Shout out, Ohio Pride. Cody from Columbus is here, baby. Shout it out. I see you though, Mia. Why are you? You're not suspended from this chat, Queen. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, Sabrina. Ow. Thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina, have we done your cards yet? Let's find your chat. Oh, Sabrina, what is your question? Oh, there it is. Oh, Sabrina's telling people to be patient. Thank you. Sabrina, you're so good. But Sabrina, I don't see your question. Where is it? Yarnik. Hi, Yarnik. Is that your necklace? There you are. Oh, okay, Sabrina, thank you. Well, I appreciate your help. Jesus Christ, this Penny Graham account is bumming me out. What do I do about that? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to really do my own management. Yes. I may never be that smart. You know what I'm saying, friends? It's tarot morning wisdom, not smarts. Not tech savvy. All right, who here has a question for the cards? Just like let it rip. Everybody's got a question for the cards. Let it rip. Wait. You're not getting skipped over. Hold your horses. It's impossible for me to know what people are asking as this chat flies by. Janice888. I'm looking for your question, Queen. You know I'm looking for your question. Cody, ask away, my friend. Ask away. Cody, you just ask away. Yeah, no, I can't scroll through a million things to get there. Andromeda's breadbasket for Cody. Oh my God. For the first time on TikTok, we have somebody asking for it by name. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to know that the breadbasket is gaining strength in this world. Cody, the breadbasket is coming your way. And as we all know here at this point, if you've spent any time up here whatsoever, the Andromeda's breadbasket is the proprietary open phones relationship spread. 4 cards. It's simple. Don't worry. It'll go fast. Card number 1, that's you. Card number 2, that's them. Card number 3, the energy created between the two of you. And card number 4, a recommendation, a result of the pairing. Let's find out. Card number 1, Cody. You. Ooh, mwah. Look how complete you are in terms of this Andromeda's breadbasket, Cody. Look how full this card creates. Look how fully this card creates space for you. I mean, like, in terms of symbolism, we have a lot of options here, Cody. How is this describing you in the context of your other person? Let's find out what card number 2 has to say, and maybe we'll find some insight. Ooh. This is a very, very interesting set of energies here, Cody. We find one end of the major arcana spectrum, the world, paradise itself, if you'd want it, in you. And in them, we find absolute freedom. Absolute freedom in all of its terrifying glory and all of its endless possibility. But the Fool and the World also are in play here, just as basic symbols. What about the energy created between the two of you? Well, it does build a throne. It does build a throne. A beautiful throne in the material world. It empowers. Maybe it empowers you, Cody. Is this card pointing you towards that throne and saying that you are starting to feel strength inside of that relationship? Or is this just suggesting that the relationship itself feels empowering? Well, let's see what the 4th card has to say about it. Yeah, it is empowering. My goodness. The result of this pairing, Cody, according to the cards, is a charioteer. And the charioteer decides where the world will be driving today. Okay? This is about having such, like, divine, I guess. Imagine the 4 corners of the Emperor's power being driven by the triadic, energized 3 of an Empress. And you start to get at what this card is meaning with these sphinxes and this hermetic charioteer. Does that feel interesting to you, Cody? Does that feel like it tells you something of value? Of value? Steph, What is an Andromeda's breadbasket? That is the 4-card proprietary Open Phones relationship spread. It's based, I'll just tell you the secret formula if you want. It's based on the Tetragrammaton. Google it. Okay, who here has questions for these cards, for pity's sake? Somebody's got to. Cody says, feeling very worldly today, so good. Good. B, hi B, and Empress, I want to get to you, but B asks, am I wasting my time with Jason? Come here, B. B, are you here? Tap on that, tap on your screen so I see the little hearts and I know you're here, please. Because I desperately want to know that I'm reading you and that you haven't run away. I'm trusting that little heart was you. Hi, my name is Open Phones. I throw tarot morning wisdom. I'm here to drop cards on you on a Friday. It's only 7:30 a.m. here in the world's most glamorous place. I'll be doing it for a minute. And that way, I know I can take my sweet time when it comes to asking these cards about B and Jason. Ready, B? I love a Friday energy. Don't you love a Friday energy? Oh, you can just feel the weekend unfurling before you. Unless you work on weekends, in which case that never happens. Been there too. Am I wasting my time with Jason? B, the cards are bringing you towards the initiate here. The deck has a character called the Initiate, and it's here, the Magician. It is the empowered human first awakened, okay? The empowered human first awakened. Now, this doesn't necessarily give me anything about whether or not you're wasting your time with somebody, but it tells me something that I would have you apply to yourself. And that message is, look at all the strength I have. Look at all of the agency I have. I have all 4 elements of the universe at my hands, ready to be used. I think I'm going to choose to... I really want to know how to block that person. How do I do it? Boom! I figured out how to block. It's a miracle. Bye, Pennygram. All right, look. Even old people can figure out text sometimes. Hi, Bob Marquez. How are you? Yay, sorry. Thank you, Sabrina, for trying. Good Lord. Did you know that I'm up here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning? Roughly at 7 a.m. Pacific. Well, I am. I'm up here throwing cards. Who here has a question for these cards? Nancy. Oh wait, no. I wanted to ask the get to the emerald, but okay. Okay. Spit it out, King. Let's see here. Oh, JLP history. Stop everything. I've got a friend in the chat. Friend in the chat alert. That means I've got to hit the brakes. JLP history, aka Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you? We need a question. We're asking if this is an open read dropped into this Friday for Anna, aka JLP history. I'm sorry you had a difficult day. Difficult days, of course, have beautiful purposes at their center, which is to assist in our growth. Here we go. This is a beautiful card for you, Anna. I love this card for you because it places you in one of your power positions there on the throne of wisdom. If there's one thing I know about you, Anna, it's that you're incredibly sharp and smart. And here, the cards are beckoning you to the seat of that wisdom and welcoming you to take a minute to relax and just watch the world come to you. Watch the world come to you. Peace is inside of that card. Peace is inside of that card. Steph, what I said is that it's a relationship spread. The 4-card proprietary relationship spread. No thank you, Zafar. I will not be co-hosting with you in the middle of my own broadcast. Thank you. Empress, the answer is yes. Oh, my goodness, Anna. I pray that it is. Gia, I will do that, but I need to get to Empress. Hold on, Empress, sweet Empress. Empress, I'm going to briefly look in the chat. Well, me and my boyfriend work things out, asks the Empress. Let's find out what these cards have to say about the Empress and her boyfriend on Valentine's Day Eve. Oh, Valentine's Day. You know how Valentine's Day can be exposed as not a real holiday? There are no great songs about Valentine's Day. It's not like Christmas. You got a million great songs. It's not like Easter. A million great songs. Who doesn't have 1,000 Easter songs that they just can't get out of their head? Valentine's Day, 0 happy songs. Let's see, Empress. There's even Halloween songs, for pity's sake. Well, me and my boyfriend work things out, asks the Empress. Well, honestly, the Empress, this is a card inviting you to take control of that situation. This is the 5 of Wands, Empress. And honestly, if you take this card as an active invitation, oh, Karenita and Anna meet here in TikTok land. I love that. If you take this card as an active invitation and not one of passivity, then what it says here, Empress, is that you have an opportunity to take control. What if you're the Hierophant here? What if you put your hand on the wheel of this situation and advance it? These dumb kids don't know what they're doing. They got all these sticks, these fiery wands in their hands. They're not making anything with it. They're just like, it's all falling apart. It's like they're trying to put a tent together on a camping trip. They need help. Empress, you might be that help. You might be that controlling factor. There's growth inside of that card for you because it's a 5. But that growth is in aid of giving you power, and control. And I'm not talking about grasping, desperate control. I'm talking about confident control as manifested in the Strength card of this deck, where you see a goddess with her hand gently stroking a lion. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Nancy asks. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, are you here? Nancy, are you here? Well, I signed a contract. Nancy just needs to know something about her employment situation, ultimately. I can't promise you, Nancy, that this deck is going to, give you that information. It won't. It can't see the future. But what it can do is offer you up something to consider about your own energy. That you might position yourself in an ideal, I want you to find a place of strength via this. And so, I'm asking, how can Nancy best strengthen herself in this moment where she's eager to sign a job contract soon? Wow, this card will not go away. And Nancy, I'm going to just I'll be generous here and say, okay, look, if we choose to lean into this deck and say, oh, you can tell the future, deck, you can tell the future. Is this a positive answer? It is. Because who is more empowered than the magician? No one. The magician is on a stairway to heaven. But if we choose not to allow that, if we say, no, these cards can't tell the future, obviously they can't, that's silly, then what we're left with here is, Nancy, a portrait of you empowered, of you deeply connected to all 4 elements of your passionate self. And I would suggest that if you can inhabit that energy, you will get that which you desire. Oh my goodness gracious. I love a Friday. Who doesn't love a Friday? And who here has a question for these cards? I'm looking. Oh, Nancy, I have gratitude for you. Don't forget me, Nancy. My name is Open Phones. I'm up here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget your friend phones. There's also what I kind of like the idea of is a secret show. There is a secret show on a horizontal broadcast, but I'm not going to talk about that. Steph, you're back here with this question. Will the results of my meeting with Tom ruin reconciliation with Jimmy? I don't know. Let's just reach into that. Yeah. That's right, I'm a vertical video sensation. The oldest man on the internet wins again. Steph asks, at the number 2 position, will the results of my meeting with Tom ruin reconciliation with Jimmy? I don't know. Let's see what these cards have to say about that. That's a very complex situation you got there, Steph. This card doesn't necessarily get to whether or not there's ruining happening. What this says, Steph, is that there's a long road in front of you in the real world, and that it's going to require perseverance. I hope that is helpful to you in this. Look, if you book a private reading with me, we can throw 1 trillion questions into the cards and figure out every little thing. I do private readings all the live long day. Oh yeah, sure. Hi, Steph. That's you. Well, here it comes, right? But I don't know who you will be. Who is it in the other part of the breadbasket for you? Hi, Solomon. I love that. I love that your name is Solomon. By the way, if anybody shares this live, I will be so very grateful. Okay? Jimmy, there you are. You're on the long road, Steph. You're grinding it out. Jimmy, on the other hand, Jimmy is the hermit. Jimmy is, look, if you choose to key this card all the way up its divine ladder, thank you, Gia, then it is there as a symbol of someone who's building or has built a deep place of wisdom within themselves. But there's loneliness attached to that. There just has to be. That's part of what makes the hermit the hermit. Well, let's look at the energy between the two E's. The energy between the two E's. There's a beautiful sense of balance here on offer inside of this self-love 6 in the realm of pentacles. What you see here is obviously a little bit cryptic if you decide to interpret it as a portrait of something happening in the outside world. But if this is happening in the internal world of your emotions, then this is a card about feeling completely balanced out and just in a deep sense of satisfaction and peace. And I hope that's true. Material result, though, we see a sense of, unfortunately, disappointment. In the realm of the mental, this 5 turns into a 5 of swords. Steph, deeply consider this. This might be pointing up something difficult inside of that relationship between you and Jimmy. Sumina. Hi, Sumina. How are you? Sumina, welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Yes, you may have a card. Yes, Sumina, you may have a card. I'm giving you a Morning Wisdom 1 card drop, sweet Sumina. Get ready, Sumina. Let's do it. Sumina is getting a Morning Wisdom card. This is as simple as it can be. Sometimes you just need 1 card to carry you into your Friday and into your Valentine's Day weekend. Oh, Sumina. This card is perfect for a Valentine's Day weekend because it is inviting you to get on your fiery, fiery horse. And by the way, let's just for a moment recognize the fact that it is February 13th, which means that the year of the fire horse is right around the corner. Can you feel it? Can you feel that fire horse kicking in its stall? It's coming, February 17th. All of this year of the snake energy, all of these 9s are going to turn back into 1s. Ooh! And boy howdy is there potential in that. Hi, Champagne Mommy. Oh! Champagne Mommy, you're still worried about Caden? Champagne Mommy, you've been worried about Caden for a while. Oh, sweet Champagne Mommy. Ugh. Ugh. Sumina, if I drop that card on your future, then that card is inviting you to be in your most creative form your most passionate form, on an outward trajectory to find more fire for yourself. Do you feel that? Can you feel that? Now, Champagne Mommy and Caden, look, it's a tale as old as time between the two of them at this point. You need to look into this energy one more time and find out what's going on between Champagne Mommy and Caden. What are you talking about, Bob Marker? Hold up, stop everything. Bob Marquez asks, is it okay if my question is about my boyfriend and I'm a man? Yes! What are you, joking? Are you kidding? What do you need me to say? Like, trans lives matter? Of course I do. Like blah, blah, blah. I have zero prejudice. Trust that. Zero. Hi, happytx_Rena. Happy Friday. I'm glad to see your username here. What was I doing, Bob? You just threw me off. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Samina, you gotta be a little quicker on the draw to catch me there. I've already shuffled. And Champagne Mommy and I are in a moment here around them and Caden. Oh, Caden and I reconcile. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Champagne Mommy and Caden are getting together. Are they gonna reconcile tomorrow or what? Look, just for funsies, let's just pretend like this card is absolutely going to predict it. I'm not actually saying that. Don't worry, Champagne Mommy. I'm going to give you a real interpretation, but just for fun. What if... Okay, fine, I'll do it. Here. Is there reconciliation in the air on Valentine's Day for Champagne Mommy and Caden? Ambiguous. Ambiguous. This suggests flow. This suggests strength, and this suggests the material world. This suggests like the world of. How would this manifest for you in a love read? It's like basically saying, okay, well, we're gonna get together and talk tomorrow. The cards say, oh, are you going to get together and talk tomorrow? Well, you better make it, like there's the concept of work inside of this card. Are you going to be working on that which is troubling this relationship? Are you going to be seeking this flow out? Are you going to be trying for the 8s instead of the 7s? You know that the 7 of Pentacles is a guy staring at his like sick bush going, oh man, my bush ain't working out. Maybe I should kill it. This, on the other hand, is about like blasting through and succeeding in the realm of materialization. I wonder how that hits. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see somebody's got 2 days off in a row. Let's see here. Rena, happy_TX Rena. Your card of the day is coming, Rena. I love to see a recurring person. You don't really understand Champagne Mommy. I think it... You know, Champagne Mommy, me neither. Maybe I gotta do a bread basket. Hold your horses, Champagne Mommy. We're gonna circle back to that and do a bread basket. But happytx_Rena liked the live and is desperate for their morning wisdom card, and I'm gonna give it to him. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Happy_T_Rena. Are you ready for your tarot morning wisdom? Rena, guess what? The news is good on the weekend here for you because you have been shown the card of permission. It's the card of permission. Oh, yeah. You've been shown the card of perfect freedom. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Anything you want. Anything you want. Stay safe, Rena. Keep it, keep the car on the highway. You know what I mean? Get over here, Bob. It should be awesome. That's the ideal energy of a Fool card. Bob asks, is Donnie gonna ask me out for Valentine's Day today? And am I gonna keep living in my car? Oh, Bob, I'm sorry to hear that you're living in your car. That sounds incredibly stressful. But hopefully, the situation with Donnie goes well. Bob asks of Donnie, am I gonna get asked out for Valentine's Day? We'll see about this car question. That's a separate question, obviously. Bob and Donnie. Bob and Donnie. Let's leave those over there. Ooh. The cards are asking you, Bob, to clean the metaphorical windshield and reach for a moment of truth inside of this and balance. How are you perhaps obscuring your view of what is, and how can you tune that view to absolute accuracy, okay? Justice. Not necessarily like legal justice here. It's the justice of divine justice. It's the justice of seeing absolute truth and being capable of balancing the very universe itself in your own hands, because you have been free to the ideas of orthodoxy and understand perfectly the ways of the universe, etc., etc. Oh, Bob. Clarity, Bob. You have a lot going on. This card is saying, hey, Bob, focus. Champagne Mommy, get over here. Like, we're gonna do the breadbasket. Champagne Mommy and Caden, okay? They're confused. Like, we took a shot at it, and the cards just said work. Yes, Gia. Okay, no, Gia, I need to do you, Gia. Sorry, Gia. You know me. I'm squinting at this dumb chat. Hi, Diana. Gia, where are you in this silly, crazy chat? Should I stay at TEIS or leave? Gia is asking a question about staying at an acronym. I don't know what that acronym stands for, but I understand the general gist, Gia. And Gia, I'm eager to find out for you what the cards have to say about this, because should I stay or should I go is a very, very excellent, it's an excellent question to pose to these cards. Should I stay or should I go now? Look at this card. It will not go away on a Friday. I love that. The Magician card, Gia. That puts you in the power position here. This kind of feels like it might be a stay, because, well, honestly, Gia, not knowing your situation at all, I would suggest that you reach into yourself and ask this question. Do I feel empowered at TEIS? Do I feel like the magician who has been gifted mystic contact for the first time, and like a light bulb turns on all of their power and potential, that it may ascend to its highest caliber and potency? Gia? How best can you embody the power of this card, Gia? How best? You're in control of whether you stay or whether you go. You're scared by that magician? Why are you scared by that? You're not a little pest. It's our company. Okay, Gia, I hope that hits for you. You look like, remember your power. Bob, these cards aren't going to necessarily have answers like that for you. Okay, thank you. Champagne Mommy, are you here? I'll do what I can, Bob, but give me a second. Champagne Mommy is confused, and I don't like leaving people confused when I can avoid it, especially not Champagne Mommy, who I know has come by here now a few times in search of tarot, morning, wisdom. Ready, Champagne Mommy? Card number 1. There you are, Champagne Mommy. There. It's the Hierophant, Champagne Mommy. That's a very powerful card. It suggests that you have advanced beyond the basic tabletop of existence and are reaching toward wisdom and divinity on some level, like that you're actually in communication with your divinity, that you have a deep power to communicate that divinity to others. What about Caden? Okay, look, you are the Royal 5. Caden is down here in his emotional 5. And Caden Oh, Bob, any old time. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm grateful to have your presence here. Caden here is in a place of suffering in the emotional realm, according to this card. We don't know what Caden is working through here, but there is work implied, all right? Obviously, this can be an entirely engulfing experience, this sadness on display here. And that kind of, that maybe that's forming some barrier between you and Caden here. I don't know. Let's find out what the third card has to offer in the realm of energy created between the two of you. You and Caden come together here. Sad Caden, wise Champagne Mommy, and transcendence erupts between the two of you, and you sense incredible power. Boom! It feels like you're shifting evolutionary planes when you guys get together. Ooh. But what is the material result of this? Doot, 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 doot. All right. This card won't go away either. It's the Priestess. The Virgin Priestess. Now, look, I won't put this into a predictive mode for you, Champagne Mommy. I'll just say that what this card is pointing you towards in the realm of the real is, like I've said before on this very live, the idea of, it's also femininity in the context of the deck at its most foundational and protective of itself. This could be a card saying protect thyself, protect thyself, protect thyself. Do not let anybody pass that veil unless they deserve to be past that veil. Do you feel that? What you have inside this card is the power. You have the power, and you are in charge of protecting yourself. You see that? Okay, Champagne Mommy. Does that help? I know, but that's okay. That's part of your learning process. That's part of your growth. And if, if his growth and your growth don't, continue down a road winding their roots together, what are we to do as Hierophants if not just embrace that truth and grow from it, right, Cruzito? Thank you, Cruzito. I so appreciate a rose. Hi, my name is Open Phones. Hi. This is Terra Morning Wisdom. Oh, you're kind, Bob. Looking through here, hi, Annette. Cruzito. Cruz, hi. Cruz, are you here? Hi, Cruz. Is Sebastia. What a beautiful name. I've not encountered a female, I assume female, form of Sebastian. It's I love that. Cruz asks, is Sebastia thinking of me and regretting and wanting to reconcile? Ooh, Valentine's Day, Eve, Cruz, and Sebastia. We're about to throw you into the cards. And Cruz, what do you think? What do you think the cards are going to say about you and Sebastia? Cards, I want you to give Cruz a piece of your advice, please. Because they are no longer a thing. It seems like you, Cruz, might be interested in rekindling the flame. I mean, honestly, Cruz, this card is pulling you towards power. It's the Justice card, which we just saw. And what we're seeing inside of this is an invocation, let's call it, Cruz, for you, Cruz, not me, Open Phones, to reach into this and look for accuracy and balance. What's the truth of this situation, really, if you pull it all away? But just for the sake of argument, in case this is an Andromeda's breadbasket and I don't know you well enough to know that the Justice card is you, what if, theoretically, you are the Justice card here, and then Sebastia is this passionate Eight of Wands? Suggesting beautiful power in the realm of fire. Then we see a material result of a Knight of Cups. Justice meets passion and goes on a quest. The result of said quest? Happiness, potential, life, a horizon forms, filled with fiery, passionate promise and potential. Cruz, the cards have spoken. Get in there. Get in there. Chicken lover, I'm not in heaven, but in heaven everything is fine. Thank you, Gia. Oh, Gia, I'm so glad to hear that you're learning these cards. Please reach out with questions. I love that these cards are penetrating the consciousness of more and more people. Am I right? Hi, it's Tarot Morning Wisdom, everybody. What's going on up here? Who here has a question for the cards? Wait a minute. Super Aaron's asking. I've got a police officer in Chicago like me that likes me, but I don't trust them. Super Aaron, do you want me to reach into the energy and ask about you and your police officer, Bo? Hybrid dreamed of him again. Oh, Hybrid. What was the dream? Who here has a question for the cards? Sorry, I'm falling off on my carnival barker energy is off here, an hour and 7 minutes in. Hi, Seti. But I can't quite read that script. Margaret Demko's here. What up, Margaret Demko? Yes, those are tarot cards. What are you, crazy? Whoa, look. Margaret, should I just pull some Tarot Morning Wisdom for you? Ice cold. Will I get back with my ex eventually? Margaret. Oh, Margaret. Margaret Demko asks, will I get back with my ex eventually? I don't know, Margaret, will you? Do you really want to? Hold on. Margaret Demko and their ex. Am I going to get back with my ex eventually? Do you want that, Margaret Demko? Is that desirable to you? How desirable? Let's just see here. Oh, Margaret, look at this. Look at this card. Margaret, I love this card as a love answer, especially on a Valentine's Day Eve. What we have here is the Six of Cups, the self-love Six of Cups. So first and foremost, I'm almost legally required at this point to tell you that when this card drops, Pamela Coleman Smith is definitely hinting that there's a gift that you might be able to give yourself internally that results in a state of perfectly balanced self-love that is self-sustaining. Now that's a tall order sometimes for people. Lord knows it took me a million years to get there. But like, as a symbol, if you step away from that deeply personal meaning, what it here is demonstrating is the concept of pure love. Pure. Not the cynical love of the sophisticate who's been around the world and known the slings and arrows of failure in the realm of love. No, this is the love that a cynic would call naive, but we know is deeply empowered because it comes from the divine source within us all. Am I right, Margaret? Hybrid says, did you see what I said? And I said, no, I didn't see what you said, Hybrid. Desert wildflower. Why do men completely fall apart around me? Hold up, stop everything. I like this question. Desert wildflower, are you here? Why do men completely fall apart around me? Or turn on me and hurt me, but are normal with everybody else? What do I... Okay, so here's the question, Desert Wildflower. Are you with me, Desert Wildflower? Oh, sweet Desert Wildflower. Tap your screen. Let me know that you're here, Queen. Pat, 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 pat. Just tap the screen. Don't worry, it's free. Or did you run away? Look, if I don't see you tapping that screen, I don't know if you're here. All right, maybe you just did it. Duh, the deck's like, stop shuffling me. I'm not gonna stop. Don't make me go get the sage. We can't have Sage on a TikTok stream. I wouldn't be able to see my hand in front of my face. Right, Desert Wildflower. Why do men completely fall? Oh, everybody, first of all hail Desert Wildflower for being so bleeping hot that men either completely fall apart around them or they can't take it and they turn on them. But then they're normal for everybody else. It's like Desert Wildflower is stuck in a Looney Tunes cartoon where they're the gorgeous, desirable person and all the other cartoon characters are going nuts. Right, Desert Wildflower? That's a lot of pressure. What can you do, Desert Wildflower, around the idea of you and driving men crazy? Queen, what's wrong with driving men crazy? Don't you want to do that? Like, as long as you're stepping into your power inside of all of it and not being worn down to dust, say more power to you. But you're worried about it, so here we are. Here's what I would say the cards are saying to you, sweet Desert Wildflower. Look, Desert Wildflower. The card sidesteps your question. Look, quit bragging in a weird way, the cards say. And say, look, and here's what you need to be concentrating on, sweet Desert Wildflower. You need to be concentrating on the material aspects of your existence right now. Do you feel that? This is the Four of Pentacles, and what you see here in Pamela Coleman-Smith's evocative artwork is the idea of somebody taking care of themselves in a very fundamental way. Desert Wildflower. Getting your basics in order. Getting your basics in order. Okay, there's that message, okay? That's great. I just got a different one that does directly answer your question. Imagine that. Why do men completely fall apart around me or turn on me and hurt me but are normal for everybody else? Desert Wildflower, are you ready for the theoretical answer to that? Because you make them insecure. Look, they're like holding on for dear life. It's almost like I could see this card dropping on a scenario where Desert Wildflower is known for requiring. This isn't it, but it'd be like if it was everybody knew that Desert Wildflower needed a man with money, and every guy that was around her was like, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I wonder if that gets to anything for you, Desert Wildflower. I'm very interested in this. Anywho, hi, Popstar. Hi, Teddy. It does. I'm glad that that's helpful. It's like... Well, first of all, I would just say congratulations on being somebody that can bring so much energy out in people. I think that is always a plus. Always. Oh, Desert Wildflower, that's for you to discover in meditational silence. That's for you to discover. That's for you to discover. That's for you to like learn over time about yourself. But the one thing I would encourage you to do, Desert Wildflower, is to never chip away at that energy. That's special. Preserve. If anything, go deeper with it. Don't put limiters on it to make yourself appear more palatable to the basic bees that are all out there. Oh, Gia. Oh, Gia. Sweet Gia, you have a question about Becca now. Oh, sorry, Jack. Let me get Jacku done. Hey, Jacku D, get over here. Jacku D, hi. 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 Yet, Desert Wildflower, you haven't yet found that man. What is my tarot card? Question mark asks J-A-K-K-U-D. Hi, J-A-K-K-U-D. Come here. Are you here, J-A-K-K-U-D? Can you tap the screen to let me know that you're here? Please, 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 I beg you. No tapping on the screen, no little hearts come up. I can't tell if you're here. Hey, baby angel, says M2722. Well, hello there. My name is Open Phones. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. You called my name? No response. So hold your horses, everybody. I'm doing the best. Pay if I expect change. No pay. That's beautiful, one nice person. Thank you for giving me the update on that. I love that. Popstar. I'm looking at you, Popstar. Is Akani ignoring me? Hi, Popstar. Popstar, get over here. Is Akani ignoring Popstar? Hi, Jess. How are you? Happy Friday. Hi, Ariana. Is Akani ignoring Popstar? Teddy. Is Akani ignoring Teddy.org? Happy Friday. Is Akani ignoring Teddy.edu? Let's find out. Jeez. This card will not go away. It's the High Priestess. It's almost like this deck is wanting me to just tell you about the High Priestess around 7 million times. Are we all High Priestesses here on this Friday the 13th? Do you need to be reminded of your own deep feminine power here? Look, Teddy, as an answer to your question, it would seem that Akani is in the process of growing, okay? Akani is in the process of gathering their wisdom and power towards something, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Whether or not that means they're going to open up to you or not is a different question, but the cards seem to suggest something around them being engaged. Am I right? Okay, who all has tarot morning wisdom questions? Let's see here. Joy, Sweet Joy McAlbin Agao. Are you there, Joy? I think I just see you tapping that screen. Hi, Joy. My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Oh, Sweet Joy. Joy asks, is Carlo seeing someone new now? Oh, boy. Is Carlo seeing someone new now? Dare we look, friends? Oh, Joy and Carlo. Maybe they're not. What can you tell us, Deck, about Joy and Carlo? What can you tell us about Joy's question about Carlo, if Carlo is seeing someone new? Is there an answer that you can offer? Is this an answer? It's the Temperance Angel, Joy. This is not a yes or a no. This is, I'm going to entirely take a step away from the idea of your question for a moment and let the deck speak to you directly now, Joy. Joy, come here. This is the Angel of Temperance. This is the card that occurs after the Death card in this deck, and in that suggestion is one of deep, deep healing and recovery, where you rebalance all of that evolutionary energy and make it full and healthy and powerful. And it's also, of course, the alchemical card of turning garbage into gold. Rather than worry about whether Carlo's doing something or not, I like this as the deck saying, hey, Joy, come here. And then maybe this angel takes you under their wing or their arms and says, come here, Joy, come here. Don't worry about Carlo right this second, okay? How can you and me build something together? This Angel of Temperance. How can you and me start building something around the concept of health and strength that maybe later on we can share with Carlo and find out if they're interested in that? But worrying about what Carlo's doing is not empowering me at all. And that's a problem. Okay, Joy? What do you think? What do you think, Joy? Does that hit for you, Joy? Mom Fatang. Oh, hi, Mom Fatang Moeba. Hi. Mom Fatang. I hope I'm getting your name right. I'm trying desperately hard. Mom Fatang Moeba asks, would my marriage last? Ooh, it's a prognostication question for the cards, and that's fine. We all know that the cards are not fortune-telling devices, right? Mom Fatang Moepa, we know that the cards aren't going to just turn into crystal balls before us and show us the future, because the future is ours to control, to a certain extent anyway. But you're not asking, at your heart, you're not asking what's going to happen. You're saying, what would my marriage last? Can you give me just give me an energetic read on my theoretical marriage? All right. I'm going to say that there's a soft yes inside of this. Mamfateng Moepa. Because what we see here is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, don't ignore the crypt for a moment, ignore the church. What you're seeing here is peace. 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 Very simple. It's a simple card of peace in the realm of the mind. I would like to think that that could be a yes. I think that that could be a yes. Adriana, hi Adriana. Should I take the risk to save this bookstore? Ask Adriana. Wait a minute. Adriana, do you have the power to save a bookstore? Will you please tell us more about that in case we can help out? I would love nothing more than to save a bookstore. It'd be funny if it's like, oh, that's actually a Nazi bookstore. Oh, never mind. No, Adriana, I'm kidding. Adriana, that's a very inspiring goal. What, Gia? Never mind about what? Sorry. Financial risk, says Adriana. The owner is struggling to make it all work, and I can help, but it's a risk for sure. Ooh, I understand. Okay, I can hold that in my heart and just do a read on that, Adriana. Let's just do it. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, right. Adriana, should I personally invest money in a bookstore which obviously comes with nothing but risk in 2026? Holy crap. At this point, I'm starting to wonder whether society deserves bookstores. Increasingly, the answer might be no. At any rate, we must struggle to preserve them regardless. Right, Candy? Right, Sammy Sosa 29? Should Adriana put her own personal finances at risk to save a bookstore? Oh. This is a card at its very heart, Adriana, that says something about protecting yourself. I'm just going to say that directly. This is not a yes or a no, but it is a warning, potentially, which says, hey, careful, careful. You're in the realm of passion and with this card, as opposed to the realm of materialism in the pentacles. So it's asking you to think about your soulfulness in this and like what your passion dictates. And ultimately, I think it might be a protectionist in case there's something within your world that might be better served with your attention than a bookstore that is not your own. OM2722, did you check the car seat? Did it fall into the car seat, your vape? Why don't you get a little piece of Scotch tape, M2722, and tape one of those Apple tag finder things onto your vape? Bob, that goes for you too. That's something to meditate on. I'm looking at these. Okay, Adriana, I'm just making sure you're cool. I'm making sure you're cool. Hi, Adriana. My name is Open Phones. In case you don't know, please do feel. Everybody is hereby invited to explore all of my various links. Okay, you know where to find them. You'll find all kinds of crap in there, including the ability to reach out to me personally and book your own private reading, which I'm doing one today for Mia, which of course emerged as a part of this broadcast. I'm so excited about that. I am all yours. I'll answer a billion questions if you want. Sammy Sosa asks, what do the cards have to tell me today? Sammy Sosa, here's what the cards have to tell you today. Get ready, my friend. Cards say, today's a good day to get on your horse and ride, Sammy Sosa. Today's a good day to start looking around for truth, potentially. Is that a sort of truth in that knight's hand, or is it just an idea, a passionate idea? One way or another, the cards are pointing you towards the idea of an active mode in the realm of thought, ideas, wisdom. You got that? Have you got that? Bob, I don't want to have to block you, but I will, because I just learned how to do it today. Oh, Candy. Candy, do you want a piece of morning wisdom? Here comes Candy's morning wisdom, friends. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so excited as well, Mia. I'm beyond excited. I'm super, super pumped. Pumped? Do we do pumped in 2026? Maybe we don't. Candy, hi. Here's what the cards have to say to you on this Friday morning. Ooh. Candy, Candy, Candy. We got one of two things. One of two things. Candy, either this is the cards invoking you to really, really go for it in the realm of passion. Go all the way to 10 in the realm of passion on this Friday the 13th. Or Saturday the 14th, wink, Valentine's Day, if you want that. I mean, certainly no requirement. But, like, either the cards are here to say, Candy, go. Now it's time to go. Smash that accelerator. Or the cards are saying, Candy, hey, watch your back. Watch your back. Don't throw your back out with all that passionate fire. Because you're capable of doing this work, of course, Candy. But don't throw your back out either. Don't throw your back out. Oh, we're going to dig into this. We're going to dig into every situation. Thank you, Sammy. That's very kind of you. I'm so grateful when people throw me flowers. I'm so grateful. It means everything to me. Because there's no money involved in any of this. I'm not charging. No, we're not charging. We're simply doling it out. It's like, what's the best metaphor for what we do here? Thank you, Sammy. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Hi, St. Amy 88. St. Amy 88, welcome, first of all. Hi, Amy. Will Tyler and I ever see each other again? That's a pretty big ask for these cards, but St. Amy, I'm willing to give it a swing. What can you tell us, sweet cards, about St. Amy and Tyler? Will there be a reconciliation? Huh? Will there? Let's find out. Will Tyler and I ever see each other again? Well, this is not an answer necessarily, but I'm just going to read out what this card tells me, Amy, and I'm going to let it sit inside of your soul, I guess. 8 cups suggest emotional journeys, profound emotional journeys, away from the unknown, away from the known, away from the known factors. It suggests that there is a wandering away that is happening here. Now, St. Amy, does open phones have to tell you that you have entire agency over this situation if you want it? You could literally work that out and go bleep and find that guy and make sure that you see him again. But the cards are showing you something about a necessary emotional journey away from the known. And that may be an emotional journey that both of you are required to go on before a reconciliation is even possible. Do you ever think of that? You can't go back in time, for crying out loud. Take it easy, Bob. That's all I'm saying. I'm not blocking anybody. Hi, Nikki D. Hi, Nikki D. How are you? Hi, Oren. Yes, Oren, you've been hanging with me. Oren, you've been hanging in there waiting for me to find you. Hi, Piggy. Thank you. Oren asks, will Jose's new relationship last? Well, we don't really know, but we can get a read of some kind about Oren and you. Oren and, did I say that right? No, Oren and Jose. Oren and Jose. Oren and Jose. Hi, Oren. My name's Open Phones. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom on Friday. Welcome, everybody. Oren and Jose. Will Jose's new relationship last? Oren, I assume you want it to last forever. That's why you're asking. You're hoping that they get married and stay married. Certainly there's no indication that you, Oren, would have anything less than that in mind for Sweet Jose and their new relationship. Let's just see. Oren, if there is a part of you that would be interested in jumping into the breach should Jose's new relationship last, let this message arrive to you in the form of a 7 of Pentacles. Jose's new relationship may be not quite cutting it for Jose. There might be an opening here for you. We're seeing somebody in the 7 of Pentacles who's unsure, insecure even. And that might be an opening for you to step into. Potentially, anyway. Boop. Fat knicker. Huh. Can God put a muzzle on it? Please? I don't know what that is. Nikki D is here. Nikki D is here. Sorry, I need to get the blood flowing a little bit. Ugh, I've been too crouched over. Okay, Nikki D is here asking about Andy. Is Andy going to contact me anytime soon? Is Andy going to contact Nikki D anytime soon? Huh? What do these cards have to say? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, people. Friends. Romans. Countrymen. Valentine's Day haters. Valentine's Day celebrators. Do we have any Valentine's Day lovers in this chat? Do any of us love this holiday? I want to talk to you if that's a yes. Nikki D, will Andy contact me anytime soon? Oh, this isn't really an answer, Nikki D. What you see here is the Page of Cups indicating new love. New love. Now, I said, look at me. I said one thing right at the gate. This isn't an answer. And the second thing that came into my mind was it actually could be. It could suggest something about Andy being in possession of a new love interest. You know, a Page of Cups is a newcomer. You see this page is distracted by something in their cup of emotion there. I mean, while it isn't and could never be a real answer to the literal question, will Andy contact me anytime soon? It does suggest something to me about Andy needing, or not needing, but Andy being on a different trajectory emotionally. Like, where am I going is what this question, is what this card asks. Where am I going with my emotion? Does that hit for you, Nikki D? Does that start to reach towards something for you that makes sense? Uh-oh. Stop. Spicy question alert. That's instantly the way to get my attention. Hi, Tam15, and welcome to Open Phones, Tarot Morning Wisdom. I welcome all questions. I actually, on my horizontal broadcast, made myself laugh for a solid 35 seconds, like by having the idea and then actually kind of like in my mind running through the entire reality of doing something like this, of starting to claim that I offer the most accurate pregnancy reads on the internet. Should I start doing that? Should I start? Because I love pregnancy questions in particular. They're just bonkers to me. And so, thank you. I'm kind of curious. Rosnina, I really appreciate that. It's like, I'm starting to think maybe it's just like time to really take that market on, because most tarot readers are terrified to answer medical and pregnancy and shit. And I'm like, no, I'm saying yes to all of this. Bring your pregnancy questions to Open Phones. Now, on that note, Tam15 asks, that's Ari, hi Ari, does he still have the videos of us together? Dear Ari, as an old man, dear Ari, as an old man, camera problem. As an old man, I would gently suggest that if he is a he, the answer is probably yes. But let's just see what the cards have to say. You crazy kids. You couldn't get a Gen Xer to do a sex tape, like, with a gun in your hand. I don't know. Is that true? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Ugh, I don't know. Like the idea of rolling on anything like that gives an old man the fear. Look, it's the card of, yes, perfect freedom and abandon. And also at this juncture, I will say that you can read the title of this card, The Fool, and take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. That fool, does that fool have it in them to delete spicy video content at all ever? No. And also, yeah, it just occurs to me, and I say this with love, the cards might be actually saying something about your decision to appear in spicy video content at all. Careful, Queen. It's a crazy internet world out there, isn't it? Oh, Coconut. Oh, Sunlight Gallery. Oh, Mia. Oh, Tam. So he does have them. Insane, but I know he still wants me now. Well, of course he does. He's got visual inspiration. Look, I'm, as the father of a daughter who is now an adult, a young adult, I am I couldn't be more anti the idea of videotaping yourself in compromising situations. I live in absolute mortal terror that something like that would happen to one of my, I only have one kid, to happen to my kid or to somebody in their world. That would be hell. Hell. From the parent side of the equation. Look, I know that you guys are all hipsters and cool and you don't worry about what your old parents have to say, right? Rusebli Pinero, December 1 of 2000. Rosnina, come here, Rosnina. Do you have a question for the cards? Oh, Mia, I don't know. Blue. Rosnina, here it comes. Why did I say blue? I like the color blue, that's why. Here it comes, Rosnina. Rosnina just has a simple question for these cards. Ooh, the sun is doing some interesting things, but we haven't gone this late on a Tarot Morning Wisdom, maybe ever. I'm loving this. The energy is up and alive. Right, Rosnina? Here comes your Tarot Morning Wisdom for Friday morning. Oh, Gia, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for finding this broadcast. Please don't forget me. Don't forget me on Friday the 13th. We all met here together as friends, did we not? All right, Rosnina. Rosnina, here are what the cards have to say to you on this Friday the 13th. Oh my God, this card won't go away. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck, so I get to talk about it over and over again. Rosnina, you're being handed the keys to the entire kingdom here in potential. Candy, you have a great rest of your Friday. Have a happy weekend. Happy weekend to you. Grateful for Candy's support. Candy's been around basically the whole time. Anyway, Rosnina, look at this card. You're the magician. You've got an infinity sign over your head, like a halo. You've got a wand in your hand pointing towards the heavens. You've got your other hand pointing towards the ground below. That's suggestive of power in the nomenclature of these cards, Rosnina. You have all four elements there at your beck and call on that table before you, and they're waiting for you to pick them up. Waiting for you. Congratulations, Rosnina. Have an empowered Friday. Ooh, oh, the California sunlight's poking through. Oh, I feel suddenly, like I need to zhuzh. This is not zhuzhing this hair, no. How do we unzhuzh this hair? Ugh. Look, it's been almost 2 hours. I'm going to the 2-hour mark, I've decided. Who here has a question for the cards? Who here has a question for these cards? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. I'm here at Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm doing all of this out of the goodness of my heart. Okay, Gia. Yeah, I've seen that question thrown on here before. Hi, Samarammer. Let me get Samarammer done. Oh, Samarammer, it's wonderful to see you. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm grateful to see you. Samarama is asking for some Tarot Morning Wisdom. We're going to give you a beautiful one-card pool, right? Ashley Ash, thank you for sharing the live. Everybody that shares the live is doing something good for this broadcast. I don't quite understand why it's so important, but I've been told by the app, essentially, get people to share the live. I'm like, okay, fine, Jesus. I'm doing the best I can, for crying out loud, right, Samarammer? An old man wandering around in a young child's universe called TikTok. Samarammer, here's the card for you. Oh, is this not a beautiful card on a Friday? It's Mother Earth. Mother Earth, Samarammer. It's Mother Nature, Samarammer. How can you connect to nature? How can you connect to health? How can you connect to your most grounded and peaceful place in the material sphere? This is the queen of all of that. How can you be this queen in repose this weekend? How can you actively engage that? How can you actively engage receiving? Okay. Mia, you're funny. But look, we must treasure our wrinkles. Look at all my wrinkles. Even through the 10 or 25 facial obscuration apps that this, or filters that this app deploys, you can see I'm covered in them. Every single wrinkle tells a story, and each one of those stories is bleeping harrowing, but survived. You're welcome, Sam. Who here has a question for the cards? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. We're going long. Going into that second hour, strong. I did my horizontal broadcast this week on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific for 4.5 hours. Can you believe that? It's like running a bleeping marathon. Oh, Ashley Ash. What are we going to do with ourselves on this Friday? Is anybody waiting around for me to answer their Tarot Morning Wisdom question? Please let me know in the chat right now. Hi, Tamara Michelle Holland. Welcome. Hi, S. Me, Ashley Ash. Get over here. Get over here, Ashley Ash. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, Ashley Ash. Let's find out what the cards have to say to you, sweet. Sweet thing. Ashley Ash asks, will Matt and I be in a better place now because we are in therapy? Let's just see. Ashley Ash and Matt. Please, cards, give us some information about that relationship. Oh, this is 100% a yes. This one's easy. Look, them. No, I'm sorry. What am I doing? I'm sorry. I'm feeling like I'm starting to get work texts. Here's a little look behind the curtain. It's almost 9, and I'm starting to get work texts, and they distract the hell out of me. Anyway, Ashley asks, sorry, come here. This is the therapist. This is you, and this is your person. This card suggests a beautiful harmony, a triplicity even, inside of the empowering columns of divinity. Okay? Like, I think that inside this process of wisdom gathering, you will find success. Bang. Not bad. Oh, who here has a question for these cards with 15 more minutes before I have to put down? I'm not forgetting about you, Gia. Wait, hold up, Gia. Sorry, you had a follow-up. That's right. Let me find it. Looking for Gia's follow-up. Scroll. There it is. No, there it isn't. Why is this so hard? Because I don't know how to do it, that's why. Thank you, Gia. Gia, will you please restate your question quickly? Remind me, so I don't have to do that dumb scrolling thing. I'm gonna actually try and see if I tap you, will it just let me go directly to the chat that we have? I don't know. Go, sweet Gia. Is Becca a malicious friend to me in my life? Bad vibes are good. Okay, Gia and Becca. Let's just do a quick analysis here while we have each other. Gia and Becca. Gia and Becca. Let's see here. Gia, Becca. Oh, man. Thank you, Mia. I do need to learn. You know, I need to learn how to do a lot of things up here, Queen. I need to learn to do a lot of things. Is Becca a malicious friend to me in my life? Bad vibes are good. Now, this card is a card of disappointment, Gia. I think that the deck is just being very direct here and saying, yeah, you're sensing something, and that is probably in the realm of accuracy, my friend. 5 swords. You can see it there. There's a scene of disappointment on display in the realm of mental. Someone's being let down, potentially, but there's also an active there's an active lesson inside of that for you, and the within that lesson is the idea of you taking control. There's a power vacuum inside of that card, Gia. You might be able to grab the reins of it and just do with it as you see fit. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Darpan, get over here, Darpan. Darpan, I'm gonna change your question, sweet Darpan. Because your question insists that these cards know the future, and they don't. What they can give you, sweet Darpan, is a little bit of insight on what you can do in this moment where you want to get a job and be financially stable. How can I best be tuned to achieving financial stability? Right, Darpan? How can I do it? How can I do it? Okay, Darpan. Right here we have a 7 of Swords, which suggests that there's potentially lessons for you available in the way that you are trying to present yourself to the world. If you are spending an inordinate amount of your energy, Darpan, crafting an image for yourself that you can't authentically inhabit necessarily because you're worried about getting a job and you're trying to you're trying to sell yourself as a certain thing, this card might be here to suggest examining that and reaching for a more secure place to like within to reach from. It could be a way of asking you to put down a few masks that you might be wearing. And thank you, Mia. Well, we just did Darpan, so like they don't have to spam anymore, right? Aha, hi, or not aha, 87166JBWK6544. Hi. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. Am I into the paranormal? Sure. Am I into the normal? Who needs it? Tam Tam, Ari. Yes, fine, I'll do it. Atsu Evans, how are you doing, Atsu? The Oman House, I don't know what that is. Okay, Tam Tam, get over here. Ari, hi Ari. Ari, it's so great to have you here. I hope you don't forget open phones. I don't know if any of you guys give a crap about YouTube. It seems like nobody really cares about me up there, but I do have a YouTube place. It's like a museum for all of these streams. You want to go check out some read that I gave you like a couple weeks ago? It's going to be up there. I'm just doing it like that. I'm not worried about like views. I got like 2 views on everything. Most of them are me. Ari, you ask, can you tell me how he felt after our call yesterday? It was a good conversation. He felt like there was potential there. He felt like there was a glimmer of hope. Happy now? Oh, friends. Are there any more? Yes, good, right? Oh, hell yeah. Celebrate, Queen. It's a Valentine's Day. AH87166JBWK6544. Do you have a question for these cards? We've got 10 more minutes before I'm going to kill it. Kill this stream. By completing this stream, I should say. By drawing a card for myself. We can end early, though, if there's nobody else with a question for the cards. Charity joined. Charity, do you have a morning wisdom question that you would like answered? Here, in the final moments of Open Phones, Tarot Morning Wisdom. Sweet Charity, you can tell me. Hi, Manuka. How are you? Collective vibe. Everybody, okay, we've got, I think our audience has calmed itself and has basically formed a circle here. Let's gather around in the circle. That's crazy, Mia. Cielo Drive? Is that what you're saying? Mia is saying that they live across the street from one of the Manson murders, and I'm finding that very interesting. So Mia, you're saying that you're on Cielo Drive. That's very interesting to me. I have understood that they've since knocked that house down. You can't, that house is gone now. Thank you, a love. How are you doing? Hi, Denny. How y'all doing? Anybody need tarot morning wisdom? Otherwise, we're just talking about how that Mia lives across the street from where the Manson murders happened, which I find very interesting indeed. Oh, happy Friday to you, A-Love. Oh, it's wonderful to see you. I'm shuffling for you right now, A-Love. I'm bringing you in, A-Love. I didn't even have to wait for your response to know that you would like some tarot morning wisdom. Let's do this right now, A-Love. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's see. Oh. It's time on a Friday, A-Love, to go into action mode in the realm of thought. Do you have a brilliant idea, A-Love? Go get it. Do you find yourself questing for a piece of truth? It's time to go find that piece of truth. Are you divinely inspired? Yes. New business. I love that. The cards are saying go, 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 go. Tam, I've thrown 1,000,000 cards for you. Is there anybody else that needs morning wisdom, or am I going to go circle through everybody that's already gotten a bunch of cards? I can do that. I'm not anti it. Buell, Zonda. Oh, yeah, Buell. Wisphilia. Okay, hold up. We've got interesting names. Svyla. Buell asks, will Svyla forgive me tonight? I'm sorry, Buell. I'm sorry that you're, I'm so sorry to hear that you are in that sort of a place where you require forgiveness, but let's just find out what you can do. Well, first of all, we'll ask whether the cards have a response to that, and then if I don't sense one, then I'll just read it as the fourth dimensional energy. Suggesting what you might do. But right now, Buell's worried. Will Svyla forgive me tonight, asks Buell, and the cards respond, yeah, abso-bleepin'-lutely. You know what this is? It's love, real love, basic love, perfect love, capital P perfect if you want, like idealized love if you want. But love. And I think that is a perfect sentiment on Valentine's Day Eve. Hi, Al99Man. How are you? Oh, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes until 9 a.m. I've got to go. I gotta go. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. That's what Otis Redding said at the end of the Monterey Pop. Buell, it's my program to deliver tarot morning wisdom to you. I'm grateful for the chance to do it. It's 8:55. I am now going to reach into these cards for my own card on this Friday, this Venus Friday. Did you all know that it's Venus? Venus Friday, planetarily speaking. And Venus is the goddess of what again? I forget. Love. Love. It's the goddess of love, Buell. It's the goddess of love, Tam Tam 15. Channel her energy. It's there for you. I promise. Now, this is me pulling one card for me before we leave. But before I pull these cards, this card, I'm going to say thank you to every single person who came by today and participated energetically and in other ways in Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are interested in me in any regard, please obviously follow this broadcast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday up here. Go ahead and visit the links if you dare. You'd be surprised at how much crap I've made over the last year. Lots. For crying out loud, if you wanted to, you could go find an early iteration of this entire concept where I'm reading ancient texts directly into a microphone in podcast form. That's not going to be for everybody. But also, you can book me for, yes, as Mia is so kind to point up, personal readings. That's where, just so you have an idea of what that is, yes, in those situations there will be financial exchange, but in exchange for finance, you get a very in-depth experience around your situation, and you get my undivided attention for whatever the hell that's worth. And we will go deep on a 13-card Solomon spread. We will go deep on a 6-card On Dear or Lose, the $9,000 spread. We can do multiple Andromeda's bread baskets. When I was on my horizontal stream this week, which lasted all around 4.5 hours, honestly, I was doing nothing but 13-card Solomon spreads until I encountered my friend who needed Andromeda's bread baskets on her entire family. Because it doesn't have to be like love relationships in that way. It can be me and my mom, me and my sister. There's so many levels to explore. So, if you'd like to explore those levels with me, you are welcome to. It's 8:58 a.m. on Friday the 13th, here in now sunny and opulent Hollywood, California, the world's most glamorous place. And I hereby pull one final card for myself. It's perfect! The 6 of Cups appears again, and I am welcomed to the idea of total purity within the realm of love. Total purity. Can you feel my heart pouring through the energy of this card right now? Because it's aimed right directly at you on your Valentine's weekend. Good luck out there navigating the slings and arrows of Cupid's Valentine's Day energy. I was reminded yesterday watching an incredible video by my friend on Dear or Lose, who has a channel called Pigmentopia that you should check out on YouTube, as I shamelessly plug her work, about the Lover's card in tarot, and about how Cupid, back in the day, was not considered to be trustworthy at all. He was a menace, and frankly, he still is, sometimes. Anyway, friends, this is my way of saying Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Stay strong out there, friends. Within. And stay centered inside of love. And you'll be just fine. I will be back Monday morning to throw more Tarot Morning Wisdom your way. Until then, be safe, be kind, and be loving. Okay? Bye.